All right, there we go. There we go. Hello, folks. Sorry about that. We had a bit of an audio issue. Alrighty, and welcome to the second ever episode of Late Night Toast, where we take calls in from lovely viewers like yourselves. We watch some creepy videos here and there, and we talk about just about anything and everything until I decide I want to go to bed. We're doing a double show this weekend because I'm going to be out of town next week. So right now we're just waiting for some people to come in. Like I said, we're taking calls. Join the Discord. It is free to call in. That's where you call in from. And we are going to have some fun, folks. But we're also not going to wait super long. So tonight, since it's Halloween, it's the spooky time of year and everything. I figured, why not? Let's watch some ghost videos and just kind of enjoy that because it's always a fun time. So sit back, relax. We're gonna watch some creepy videos. This first one is a compilation from Sir Spooks, and we're just gonna go with the flow of it. If at any point you want to call in, like I said, just connect to the Discord, reach out, say, hey, I want to call in and talk about this, and we'll have a little chat.
As a society, we all like to collectively believe that the majority of people populating the planet are good-natured people that have our best interests at heart. We don't like to believe that others around us would be creepy or have sinister intentions. Sadly, as we all know, however, this is not always the case. While there are a lot of good-natured people out there, there are also a lot of creepy people in the world, and one of the most unsettling types of these people are stalkers. People who will literally follow you home and watch your every move when you least expect it. In this video uploaded by TikTok user Carolina Judah, we see her heading home alone late at night after spending time at a boyfriend's house. But unfortunately for Carolina, this trip back home was not at all comfortable. Take a look. The worst situation in my life when I came home at night. I was coming home from my boyfriend on the last bus. I saw a strange man standing behind the bus stop, but I ignored him. Moments later, he started following me. I wanted to run, but I was afraid that he would run after me. He started to walk faster and faster. At some point, he started shouting something, so I thought he was just drunk. But
That is, I feel like we're setting the bar high tonight because despite every creepy and scary little ghost video we're going to watch here and probably make a few jokes at, that is hands down the scariest thing to ever have to deal with. Just creepy people following you home. That was, because, like, I live in a city, and that is, like, my biggest fear when I go out. Is, because, like, I would do security for a bar here every now and then, and walking home, like, I'd get off work at, like, fucking 2, 3 in the morning and just say, all right, screw it. I'm going to, walk over to my car and so I can go home to my apartment. And the paranoia of just people, like the random drunk and homeless people you would see outside at like 3, 4 in the morning puts you on edge to no end. It is never a good feeling.
Still followed me home. Around the bend, I started to run all the way to the house. When I was entering the house, I couldn't see him anywhere. but 20 minutes later I heard the bell. We have it by the gate. I called my mom, very fast, because this man was standing right in front of my house, staring at the windows, and began to move closer. At this point, I had a panic attack. And the worst part of it all, he walked across the garden to the door and began to yank the handle. I locked myself in the bathroom and waited for my mom and dad because no one was home. After 15 minutes, he stopped, but I was there for another hour until my parents returned from work. Gratefully, the stalker eventually went away, but it does not make the situation Carolina was in any less terrifying. This event documented by Carolina just goes to show that anything is possible in this world, and danger can literally be lurking around any corner.
Never a comforting feeling. Never is.
This series of videos were made by a user known as Elijah Matthews 101 and seems to document him wandering around in the middle of this forest in the middle of the night, which brings about some unforeseen consequences. At one point in the video, he can be seen walking around the forest trying to explore the area to the best of his ability. For the first little while, it doesn't seem as if he is going to find anything of interest, but that all changes rather quickly. Take a look.
It's 12:45. Belle's going off crazy. All of those screams you're hearing are animals. I know they are animals.
What was that? I didn't see it.
They are animals.
Oh.
I have to go. But I got it on camera. I got stuff on camera. Okay, I'm going now.
In this second video, Elijah is making his way through the woods where it's just him surrounded by the all-encompassing darkness of the night. It's just Elijah and his flashlight versus the world. Unfortunately for him, he soon finds himself in for the scare for lifetime.
Wait, I'm sorry, did he say his response was just come back with a
He
bigger
soon
flashlight?
his flashlight. The all-encompassing video, Elijah is making his way through the woods. In this second video, Elijah is making his way through the woods where it's just him surrounded by the all-encompassing darkness of the night. It's just Elijah and his flashlight versus the world.
Okay, I thought he said Elijah just brought a larger flashlight. I was like, okay, so your answer, you hear these weird noises at night and your answer is just come back with a bigger flashlight. Honestly, why is your answer to come back at all? That's what I want to know. I'm very much someone that says I'm not gonna fuck around and find out. Hearing those noises, regardless of what they are, is like, you know what, you do you, bud. I ain't gonna question you or your wife. Live your truth. I'm gonna leave and proceed to not deal with whatever's making that noise in the woods.
Unfortunately for him, he soon finds himself in for the scare for lifetime.
Hello? Oh, shit.
The fuck did he fall on?
This last video sees Elijah stumbling across a tunnel in the woods, and he decides to make a bold decision to venture inside, which proves to be an absolutely gigantic mistake. Take a look at what happens when Elijah ventures in.
That I find in the woods at nighttime. So instead, I'm just gonna throw something in there, like a stick that I find in the woods at nighttime. So instead, I'm just gonna.
It's not a voice. That's just the sound of the woods. That's what that is. That is woods at night noise. But I appreciate that this guy is smart enough to not go into a cave at night. Because normally that's where like the level of stupidity in these videos really shines.
Throw something in there, like a stick.
They got the
He
enhanced
finds the
audio.
tunnel where he thinks the creature lives, and you can hear growl from inside, but he doesn't notice it himself. Then he hears the bells again, which doesn't make sense because he's deep in the woods, and there aren't any buildings near where he was.
Fun fact, that tunnel went for about 8 meters and then it just stopped. And I was walking home right now, reviewing the footage to see if I caught anything that I didn't quite see in the first time I caught the footage. Listen. Bells. There are no bell towers around me. Again, this happens all the time. I don't understand what it is. And at this point, I actually want to know. I'm desperate to find out what that is. Bell tower. No bell tower around here. There's literally nothing around here.
What do you
There's no bell tower around, but he's only showing one side of his, like, he's not doing like a full 360. That's my first argument of like why I think this guy might be full of shit. My second is you can just program like the sound of a bell tower to be like played through a speaker. Like I've lived places where we didn't have a bell tower, but there was sounds of a bell, and there was, you know, hell, on a military base they have a pre-recorded for like just a trumpet playing every morning. Like it's a thing that you can do now. And I'm not one to sit there and say people are full of shit with like experiencing ghost stuff. I have experienced my own weird things. I don't know what to make of it, but I just kind of gaslight myself into thinking that it's not what I think it is. And I'm also a firm believer that there is no such thing as, well, I shouldn't say no such thing. Again, I don't know if it's real or not, and I'm not going to like fuck around with it. I'm not going to go and try to find it because that's just stupid. And if you're just joining us, feel free to join the Discord, and why not call in, because we are taking calls as we always do. This is Late Night Toast, continuing with the scary video compilation.
What do you think was going on in these videos? Did Elijah come across some sort of cult-like activity? Is the forest he entered perhaps haunted? Be sure to let me know your theories in the comments below. TikTok is an incredibly popular social media video sharing app that is usually popular amongst the teenage crowd. On the app, users can share videos of them dancing along to thousands of famous songs, or they can choose to do other things with the app, such as make comedy videos. In a video published on TikTok by user Alex Huff on October 26, 2019, Huff is talking to the camera about makeup products and discussing the highlighter that she uses. In the middle of her seemingly normal conversation, the closet right behind her begins to open very slowly, understandably taking Alex by surprise. She looks genuinely confused and a little bit scared as she slowly begins to stand up from her bed to get a closer look at what caused the closet to open, when suddenly the door slams shut and open once more.
Hey guys, so someone commented in one of my videos, like the bronzer highlighter I use, and I use the Milani 05 Soleil. So I'm gonna try that on. And
Unrelated topic, I like that skirt. That's a fancy looking skirt, and I'm pretty sure you can already see there's someone inside that closet. Yeah, look at that. There's like a face or something right there. That might be like a trick of the light for like some clothing or something, but it looks like some kind of mask. But yeah, it was a trick of the light for clothing. Very reasonable response. Okay, so I might have been wrong. There wasn't anyone in the closet. But the light switch is easy. There's someone out of frame, just they're playing with the light switch. It's like the most easy thing to do.
In another video posted by Alex, she is seen saging the closet with her friend. As her friend is saging, she says that the closet has a bad and heavy energy to it. To this day, there has been no explanation.
This is some of the most white women shit out there. See, because my thing with like videos like this is it might be real, it might not. I don't know. I am a firm believer because like you'll see there are people that like have weird videos like this, but it's like the only thing on their channel, or it's like the only thing they post, and it was just like, look at this weird thing that happened to me, and then they go back to like their regularly programmed like schedule. That, for whatever reason, I find that stuff more viable. I don't know what to make of this, but I do think
As to what caused Alex's closet to open and close mysteriously.
I question
And it
why she
seems
continues to
we
sleep
may
in.
never know.
I question why she continues to sleep in that room. I do think that is odd. I personally would not, but I don't know. That's just me.
The Paranormies may be a medium-sized YouTube channel right now, but they create some of the most
Before he even goes into this, that is a great channel name. I love that name. Paranormie. It's just goofy. It's goofy and comical. I like it.
interesting and creepy abandoned building exploration-style videos on the platform. Each video is quite lengthy, which gives the viewer a good look at the inside of the place they're investigating. In this video published to their channel in May of 2021, the group head out to the Union Point Church to do some exploring, and the many results are shocking to say the least. Close to the 10-minute mark in the video, two unsettling things happen that are sure to make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Watch this.
When things like that you see, it is kind of freaky. Whoa. Whoa.
This is a very old building too.
Like,
Peter, is that your
Peter.
name? Peter.
If you
Peter.
listen carefully,
Oh, Peter. Oh, the go-to of if something fell over in the night, it's a ghost. That has always been my favorite reaction to stuff like this. It's up. There's a bump in the night. There's a ghost. Got to burn the whole place down now.
you can hear a strange voice quickly say the name Peter. 1 week after this video was uploaded, the Paranormies say that they found out that a man died there years ago, and scarily enough, his name was Peter. A couple of minutes later, during the investigation, something else creepy happens with the doorknob.
it's, how was that?
It sounded like a squeak of a door hinge or something.
That sounded like a door.
A bit later on, the group attempts to use the Ovulus device one more time and listen to the two chilling words it says. Instead of saying Peter this time around, the Ovulus says the name Jackson.
Like, oh man, it's just freaky. It's like, cause there's like something like, oh, graveyards, man. Jackson.
The Paranormies clarify that where they are investigating, the name is extremely uncommon to the point where it's essentially a rarity to find someone with that name. In addition, they say there was an entire family with the last name Jackson that were buried outside the church in the cemetery.
My
Just 3
question is,
minutes
hang on,
later,
what the hell is an Oculus? Let's see, Oculus. Let's look it up on Amazon. There is nothing on Amazon. It is $600 first off, and also sold out. And releasing Worlds from Beyond. Drawing motion proximity. making this device. Yeah, she goes. This is the ingenuity of ghost hunters is outstanding. In draw mode, the Obvious 5 detects and converts changes in the environment into colored pixels on the screen, allowing investigators to potentially capture images of a spirit might want to illustrate. And yes, because when you're talking to a ghost, they typically like to play ghosts like to play Pictionary. That is just a well-known fact. Energy mode displays graphs on EMF energy, distinguishes detect changes in electromagnetic field. Be able to allow entities to form words not yet in the dictionary, no problems. True, false mode might right, yes. Okay, how does it measure energy to provide a yes or no answer? Create green light based on energy readings. So it just picks up like the vibes are off, like we're not like no. It's just not the vibe, so it's false. Okay then.
Into that night, they notice something odd going on with the stained glass windows, as well as another voice coming from the Ovulus.
I do appreciate the ingenuity and the craft of the ghost hunters out there. They're always making the wildest and newest technology.
Watch this.
Shining it to this window and the other window. It won't do it on that window, only this one. Look,
Why would that be?
if I shine it to that window, the light on that window, it won't pick it up. The light's shining on that window. It's not even shining on the window that's over there. I'm trying to debunk it here. Go to that window. It should go to that window. What's it keep reaching for on the ceiling? That's arms, legs, that's everything.
It's got to be the window, though, somehow. Peter? Is it Peter again?
At the end of the first part of the investigation, the paranormies find a wide array of headstones adorning the grass, and you'll never believe what the names are.
Jackson.
Jackson?
The last name Jackson. Jackson, Jackson, Jackson. Are you kidding me?
Dude, really?
Look at the tops. Look at the top of that. Jackson.
Jackson.
Jackson down there. Bottom. Jackson.
Oh, on the bottom. And Jackson. Did it say Jackson 3 times?
It said Jackson once.
To kick things off in part 2, the group is exploring throughout the church's interior when they suddenly hear something that catches them completely off guard.
Because that's where part of my argument with like ghost hunters comes from, is on like that I don't think these dudes are con artists. I think these are guys that just think this is a fun hobby and believe in, but like in terms of, I don't want to say real ghost hunters, because obviously these guys are going out and doing paranormal investigations. I guess you could say like big name dudes, like the travel, was it Ghost Adventures and stuff like that, where they have all that information already available and they can fake content circling around it. I'm not saying these guys did, but I am saying that a scummier person could just survey that cemetery beforehand, find some names, and then program their little Ovulus thing to say some mumbo jumbo that fits into what's already there in the cemetery, and then they act surprised about what they find.
What was that?
What?
I swear, like I heard something over here. Almost like something sliding.
Really?
Yeah. Peter?
You heard that?
That was three knocks.
Then about 5 minutes later, when one of the guys approaches one of the windows of the church, this camera manages to pick up something terrifying.
Oh, you
and
nutter.
then 2 minutes later, another completely...
That is... You nutter is now... I'm going to add that to my vocabulary as insults.
unexplainable event happens.
Oh my god, there it is. He's there. He's right in
There
between.
he is.
Peter, if that's you, can you make a noise from that door? That's where the knocking was.
Yep.
And then gone. Right after that, you feel the building move too.
That's when it was.
Did you hear that?
What was that? Just?
I don't know that.
No,
There
there
it
was.
is. What is that?
What is? No, no, no.
It sounds like something sliding on the floor. It sounds like something like a shoe on like a basketball court.
At this point, the paranormies are surely getting quite freaked out, but against all odds, they manage to put on their brave faces and press on with the investigation. While sitting on one of the church benches, they witness some seriously strange activity that seems to last for a good few minutes. Take a look at this creepy stretch of footage.
The door. Oh my god. Is that Jack? Who is that?
Oh,
Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay.
I commend him for just saying, you know, like just getting out of the building, like noping the fuck out. Like that is a completely rational thing to do. I am naturally when something is pulled towards the camera, there is a natural suspicion of it, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh my god.
The fact that he didn't try to sit there and talk with it or pursue it more tells me that it's like, nope, that's he's actually freaked out.
Joy! Oh my god, he's open it. Dude, the tripod just came flying at me. It was locked. Why were you locked in?
I thought I heard something. Sounded like a bang. Oh my god. Jordan! Jesus Christ.
As the investigation reaches its end, the group is nearly ready to call it a day and pack their things. But before they...
What was he doing in the outhouse? Like, who? I highly doubt a ghost. This is nothing on these dudes for their investigation. But if I was a ghost, I probably would not want to sit and talk with someone in an outhouse. I don't know why they would do that. They thought that was a good idea, but maybe ghosts are just... They probably know ghosts better than I do and realize that ghosts don't care, and they'll sit there and they'll talk in the bathroom. I don't think they would, but I might be wrong.
start heading home, they are in for one last unsettling encounter.
Victoria?
Oh my god.
What is going on?
Security guards telling you to leave.
Holy shit. Grab that light. Oh my god.
Wait.
Oh my god. Grab that light. Oh my god.
Okay, never mind. I thought that bang was the dude over there making a noise, but no, it doesn't look like you can definitely hear a bang of him like grabbing, like reaching for that table or whatever it is that light was on, but no, that's not what that first bang was.
Okay, if that's you, stop for a little bit. Holy shit.
As you can probably see, the Paranormies 2-part video on the Union Point Church is fascinating and just goes to show how disturbing the church's past really is. We all like to think of churches as safe places to go to, but one thing is for sure, the Union Point Church is the exact opposite of safe.
Now, if anywhere in America is going to be haunted, it's going to be the small little churches like that have been around for over 100 years, sitting in the middle of fucking nowhere. That's going to be your most haunted place in this country, is those little churches. It's not going to be the hotel in some downtown city. It's not going to be freaking, the old mansion. It's going to be the little church in the middle of nowhere, like right off the highway that's been there forever and not updated at all. That's where your ghosts are going to be.
A TikTok user named Stonehouse Photography uploaded an incredibly unsettling video to this account earlier this year that seems to show something quite terrifying happening just outside her front door. In the video, we watch as the TikTok relaxes on her couch, having a peaceful day, when all of a sudden, her pet dogs begin to get interested in something that is seemingly behind the front door of her home. Naturally, this also grabs the TikToker's attention, at which point she started to record the video. As you can see, the dogs were right. Something is right there. Take a look and see.
It's the Amazon, man.
Too scared to open my door.
Maybe it's another dog.
An incredibly creepy dark figure can be seen squatting in front of the glass right next to the front door, before eventually scurrying away, out of eyesight. The TikToker is audibly confused, but does not go and investigate, instead ending the video. To this day, nobody knows for sure what ended up getting recorded
That is either like a delivery guy or like a dog or something. That is all that is.
day at this person's house, but it certainly didn't look like anything too friendly. What do you think this creepy figure was, and did it mean any harm? Either way, this is certainly not something that you would want to see on your front porch.
No, it's not, but that doesn't automatically make it paranormal.
A YouTube channel known as The Paranormal Files uploaded a video on October 4th, 2019, of them exploring a place known as the Penhurst Asylum, which is infamous for being haunted. Throughout the video, host Colin Brown walks around the asylum attempting to find paranormal activity. At about an hour in, Colin explains that the footage that is being recorded is 100% raw and unedited. Just as he is saying this, subtle movement occurs in the corridors behind him, causing him to call out for answers, but he gets no response, only silence. Later on, Colin then persuades the spirits to push one of the wheelchairs in the corridors. We then hear intense screaming coming from down the halls that sounds almost otherworldly and will definitely send a chill down your spine. Take a listen.
Can you show us that someone is still down here in these tunnels?
Suddenly, we began to hear screaming echoing down from the end of the tunnel that we were hearing with our ears and picking up on the camera. The footage that you're about to see is going to go down in history as one of our
Hearing with our ears and picking up on our camera. That's just a phenomenal line. That's really all I have to say to that. I was subscribed to this channel for a little bit. The Paranormal Files. I cannot remember what they were called. And they did some neat haunts. I don't know. It just didn't feel like sticking around with their stuff. I don't know. It's all right. You can only watch so many ghost hunting videos, so many paranormal investigations before you get tired of it, though.
scariest moments ever while filming the show, and one of our craziest pieces of evidence that we've ever captured.
It might be because I'm deaf, but I didn't hear anything. I just heard like the air in the room, and that's it. I don't... My cat's acting up. I don't think there was much else going on with that. Speaking of cat acting up real quick, we are going to take a quick break. We will be back in a moment while I go get some more coffee. So we will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, and we are back from our short little run away from everything. And we're continuing with ghost footage from...
That's actually a little too much for me.
Also, if you're just joining the stream, by all means, call in, join the Discord, tell us what you want to chat about, and we will let you call in to talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Let's breathe.
On September 7th, 2012, a man named Thomas Miller uploaded a video to his YouTube channel. It may start off relatively normal, but it quickly died.
So, with the Paranormal Files video there, I didn't hear anything. I don't think there was anything there. I think that their minds were playing trick songs. All I heard was the air. And I don't know, maybe again, it might just be because I'm deaf, but there definitely was not anything down there with them.
Divulges into something utterly bone-chilling. In the description of the video, Thomas writes, quote, "While fishing in Blessington Lake, County Wicklow, Ireland, one of a party of two spotted something strange in the forested area behind them. One of them managed to get their phone out and captured a quick shot of the Bigfoot-type creature moving away from them. They left immediately after, so they didn't do any follow-up and won't go back. They said it was hairy, tall, and seemed to move effortlessly through the forest." End quote.
I'm sorry.
So now with that out of the way, let's have a look at the video and see for ourselves.
There, look! Where? Behind that tree there, do you see it? There, look! Where? Moving! Where? Now, what was that?
After reviewing the video a number of times and by slowing it down, it becomes rather apparent that there is indeed some sort of a tall, hairy creature walking around in the woods that certainly does bear striking resemblance to that of Bigfoot. Of course, seeing as how Bigfoot is still a myth, this cannot be proven, but the
I appreciate when I like how the enhanced video is just blocking it out more.
In this video, definitely does share some similarity.
That just looks like a dude in all black walking through the
Of
woods.
appearance. to the folkloric legend.
Yeah, that just looks like a
So
guy
what do you
walking in the
think?
woods that startled
Was
him.
this genuine footage of Bigfoot captured in the middle of the day? Is this some other animal that happens to look similar? Or is this a big setup? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the...
It looks like you can see a shirt line right there. And that definitely looks like a hood. That's just a dude wearing all black walking through the woods. Weird. Why are you doing that? But that there is nothing more to it than that. That's what I can say from it.
the comments. This scary TikTok video was published to an account belonging to a man named Tristan, who said that he was waiting for his wife to come home, who arrived just a few minutes after filming this. While filming, however, it turns out that Tristan managed to film something rather creepy that has since caused many viewers of this video to be completely creeped out. Take a look.
My first question, why was he filming? What was he initially making? Wait, what happened? I missed it. Oh, the chair moved.
This second video is also filmed in Tristan's house on a different day. He says that he started filming because he started to hear some strange noises coming from somewhere in the house. Let's take a look at the footage that he captured on the second video.
I will never understand the rationale of people that say, because it's weird, because you know there's always the argument of, well, we always have, because it's kind of like a double-edged sword, I guess you could say. Because there is the argument for things like cryptids and ghosts and everything like that, where it's like, well, everyone has a camera in their pocket nowadays. Why haven't we found these creatures yet? Why haven't we found better footage and more believable footage of these creatures yet? That's in HD, high quality, like super visible. But then there's also the question of you hear a weird noise in your house. Well, why is your first thought? Well, let me record it while I investigate it. And that's. It's a weird double-edgedness to it, and it makes you question everything, honestly. Because I'm very much one of those people that's like, I believe in cryptids and all that, and I'm very much someone that's like, well, we should have better footage of them because everyone has a fucking camera in their pocket now. But I'm also someone that sits there and casts a shadow of doubt on, you heard a noise, why's your first thought to record it? So I don't, maybe it's a little hypocrisy or something, I don't know, but I don't know how to explain it, honestly. But it's kind of a weird choice of his to, let me just record this weird noise I heard. That's a ghost. I have no way, there is no way I can think to explain that. I am a rational human being. I understand that 99% of ghost footage on the internet is fake. I do not know how to process that. Normally, like his thing with the chair, there's a fucking, he's got a string because the chair kept getting pulled towards him. He's pulling it on a fishing line or something. The footage earlier of the guys in the church, they were either, basically they were either faking it, or they were just it was tricks of the light. They were just hearing things. It was, they were making nothing out of, natural creaks and moans of a building. There is a rational explanation to just about everything. I'm a firm believer of that. I can't explain that shit. I don't know how I couldn't even begin to think of how to explain that.
There's clearly something strange going on with Tristan and his house, but
hang on, because that's the other bit about it. Is pretty sure. Yeah, you can see there's no one in that corner, and he showed at the end of the video. You know, there's no one in either corner, so it can't be someone doing some weird thing with it. Even if those shutters were automatic, that wouldn't explain the fucking thing flailing around, as like it's going down, and there's nowhere for someone to hide to be able to do that, because it looks like it's a rod with a handle on it, and the handle is what you actually crank to lower it. Oh wait, unless it's like someone outside. That is the only thing I can think of, because you can see the door is open. The door is cracked open. So, and that's why would you have your door cracked open like that? So unless it's someone outside that somehow has this thing jerry-rigged, I can't think of anything else it would be.
there's clearly something strange going on with Tristan and his house, but what exactly it is not currently known. What do you make of all this? Do you think Tristan's house is being haunted by some strange, unseen spirit? Could it be a poltergeist?
Wait, hang on, actually.
Or is this just a...
Let me back this up just a wee bit. We're gonna go back to this first video. Okay, yeah, no, see, the door is closed in this also, so yeah, I don't know. That makes me, like, question it a little more.
Or is this just a hoax? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
This is, so far out of everything we've watched so far, I cannot sit here and rationally explain the weirdest part of it. Out of everything we've seen in this compilation so far, we're about an hour into this, right now. There's only one thing I'm sitting here and admit I can't explain that. I cannot give a rational answer to it.
A YouTuber named Paranormal Eidolon uploaded an extremely chilling video to their channel on January 14th, 2019, which hasn't been seen by many people yet. In fact, it doesn't even have 100 views. In the description of the video, the uploader writes, quote, "I caught this by accident. I had posted this to my other channel and someone picked it up. This is the raw, unedited footage. I was testing the zoom on a new camera I bought. I didn't see this when I took the video. The thing is, I got so unwell after this I nearly died. I am wondering what I caught was some warning. I didn't get it until I looked back at some old footage. I know people will think this isn't real, but this is the raw video. I believe it is something, but I can't prove either way it wasn't just a bird I caught. The only thing is, there is no bottom half and only the head, or what looks like a head, moves." So without further ado, let's take a close look at this footage.
I appreciate that description, and the guy says, oh yeah, this was on my other channel. Doesn't mention what the other channel is. Says someone picked it up, but again, he just said, this is on a channel with, this video had a less than 100 views when Sir Spooks here found it. Like, what? And he says that he almost died from watching it.
Footage.
That's weird looking.
As you can see right away, a scary...
Hang on. Okay, so it's not there now. Like, you can see, like, it's not... Whatever this is, it's probably just a dude, his friend. But there's nothing over there right now. Oh. Yeah, you can see, like, whatever that... It stood up. Like, as he was zooming in. I'm not saying that was his friend in a field, but that seemed like a friend in a field to me.
As you can see right away, a scary Grim Reaper looking figure can be seen standing in the field right near the YouTuber. Although it doesn't try to do anything of harm in the video, it's still quite terrifying to see something so obviously there, so close to you. With the YouTuber's context, one of the most interesting sentences he wrote is, "The thing is, I got so unwell after this, I nearly died." Was he just being hyperbolic? After all, he does believe that the entity captured in the video was none other than the Grim Reaper. Let's just hope that this YouTuber's days aren't numbered.
That video, I think this video is the start to a failed alternate, or not ARG, like unfiction series that just didn't take off, or because especially with the name of the channel, like, hang on, what was the name of this channel? Like, we're gonna, hang on. Yeah, Paranormal Eidolon. Yeah. Yeah, from 4 years ago. He's got no other channels. Present. Yeah, so I don't think that is anything to go, you know. It's got nothing to do with it.
By many people yet.
Again, it's less than 100 views, which is like, so you have another channel, but like it's not. I think this was either it was just faked to scare people, anyone that came across it, or to like trick people, or I think this was supposed to be the start of a like unfiction or alternate reality game or something like that, something in the vein of like Marble Hornets, that has just been dormant or didn't take off because it didn't appear in a video like this for too long, so the creators gave up.
Name Franco T. A YouTuber going by the name Franco TV specializes in the paranormal and often uploads weekly videos of him exploring abandoned places all around the world, and records himself investigating spirits and otherworldly entities. In a video published on September 26, 2019,
this guy's a super high quality camera,
titled Dead Silence, I Was Not Alone, Franco is talking to the camera, explaining how he believes somebody else is with him in the area that he is exploring, and says that he may have scared them off due to him recording it on camera. As he looks around for the person that he may have spotted earlier, he zooms the camera in on something creepy. A mysterious figure can be seen from a far distance, draped in all white. As Franco zooms in and out on the figure, he is heard panting and breathing quite heavily, which may mean that this clip is genuine, as his reaction seems that of somebody who has just witnessed something he shouldn't have. Approaching the figure closer, Franco says that it is an old lady that he saw earlier, and if you look close enough you can make out a head, hair and a face. He then calls out to her to see if she will respond to him, to which she turns her head and looks in his direction in a creepy way, not breaking eye contact and not speaking.
She's right there. That's the lady I saw. It's an old lady.
It is genuinely creepy to, yes, just see random old lady like that in the night. It's even creepier that she's not responding. Wait. That's a mannequin. That is a mannequin. Alrighty, and ladies and gentlemen, we have our first ever call-in. Sorry, just 1 second. Alrighty, hello there, can you hear me? Hang on 1 second, because I cannot hear you. Sorry, just 1 second, man. I have clicked something and you are clearly seeing. Ah, there we go. Already. You want to go ahead and can you turn your microphone up at all, or hang on 1 second. Ah, here we go. Here we go. All right, there we go. Hello, how's it going?
Good. I'm doing good. Yeah, wait for me to teach you some transformers.
I'm sorry?
You want me to teach you some transformers?
Some Transformers? Sure thing, man. You want to talk about Transformers? We can do that. What you want to know? Or what do you want to tell me?
Yes, I'm the law. Okay, here. The Transformers universe. At the beginning, there's a being called the One. It was the center of the universe, and it created the whole universe. And then it created Unicorn that makes. You can't think of it as a mix of Galactus from Marvel and Lucifer. You can't think of it as that. And he has a thing called Heralds. It's just Cybertronian that's building up all new death. Was from Cybertron? Oh, one that Connie was making Falcon deal with him.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Because, and he has a brother named Primus, the creator of the Transformers. And as it becomes effective Sigma, there's a group called the 13 Primes. Yes, 13.
Alright, so
Drove they on?
Alright, so
Yes,
there's I'm following along. There's 13 primes. They create everything.
No, that's the one. He create everything. And then create unicorn. And then split unicorn into unicorn and the one and Primus. And both of them have a battle against each other. And Primus made both him and unicorn into planets. And then Primus become Cybertron. Yes, he's Cybertron.
So Primus is Cybertron.
Yes.
I actually didn't know about that.
Yeah, since G1, since the Marvel Comics in G1. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, also Unicorn was the last role for Orson Welles.
Wait, so you're... What about Orson Welles? What's it got to do with Orson Welles?
Well, Unicorn is his last role.
His
last role.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, then Primus created a group called the 13 Primes. But 12 of them are named. But the 13th one, sometimes he's named, other times he isn't. Yeah. Yeah, it depends on which Transformers continuity you're following. You know?
Yeah. Oh, so what is the main continuity though?
Who knows? When Transformers always have been rebooted since Transformers ID 2000. Always been rebooting. They new continuities come on every time. And every year there would be a new Transformers continuity.
All right. Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. It's like just every few years make a new one, everything like that.
Yes. Also, you know the Fallen Light?
That sounds familiar. I'm not super into Transformers, honestly.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, he's a Transformer called Megatronus. And when you can think of him as the Lucifer of Transformers, who got corrupted and become evil, and become the first herald of Unicorn.
Okay.
Yeah, also there's Lee's Maximal, there's Alpha Trion, there's Solus. Also there's one female prime, or the 13.
So there's one female?
Yeah, in the 13 primes, because when Transformers was first created, there was no female Transformers. No female Transformers.
Right.
Yes. And yeah, but you know what? And then when RC was created as the first female Transformer, more female Transformers become a thing. And nowadays, there's try, Hasbro trying to make more female, and it told me, both companies that own the Transformers IP, trying to create more female characters in recent years.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about that?
Well, I'm okay with it.
All right. Yeah.
We blame the marketing in the 80s. Blame the marketing in the 80s and 90s, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you know Megatron, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Who doesn't know Megatron, man?
Yes. You know his armor was? I Water P-38 Uncle variant.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
I remember his original, like in the old cartoon from the 80s, like, he used to transform into like a gun, didn't he?
Yes, because Transformers was fused two Japanese storylines into one outside Japan.
Right.
Yes. And both of those Japanese lines are loosely based on G.I. Joe.
I mean, I'd believe it. I have curiosity, man. What's your thoughts on like the Transformer movies?
And listen, the live action movies ain't that Prime movie, negative. And the 86 movie, the only good one.
The original from the 80s is the only good one?
Yeah. Yes.
I'll be honest, I've never seen it. My first introduction to Transformers was the live action movies, and those are the only ones I've seen.
Yeah. And because the 86 movie didn't make a lot of money, and because of when it was releasing the 86, it was surrounded by other popular movies at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yes. Also, the war. Yeah, also there was Colony Wars, like different Cybertron Colony Wars.
The Colony Wars?
No, was.
No, I did not.
Yeah, there was Cybertrons to, use Titans to colonize different worlds to become part of Cybertron.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, after Megatron's portrayal, there was a lot of different primes between the team and Optimus Prime. Different ones like Nova Prime, Sentinel Prime, and others.
I think Optimus Prime is the only one I can name off the top of my head. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah. There's others like Hot Wars. That's Omnis Prime. Let's see. There was Chrome Dome, Star Saber, God Jinrai, and others after that. And the war was started by because of a corrupt system on Cybertron.
Right.
Corrupt system. Yeah, kinda like any corrupt system. Like there was an Empire, the Third Reich, and others you can think of. That's from history and right now.
Could you repeat the question, man? I'm sorry.
Look at who started the war because of the corrupt system. You can't think of. Yeah, that's kind of like history and today. Kind of like that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm sure there was quite a bit from. Like just about anything else Transformers lore, a lot of it was pulled from real history and events like whenever it was written.
Yes. Yes, it was. Yeah. Listen, the war lasted for about a few million years.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I do remember that being a thing. Is it lasted a long time?
Yes. Yeah, Winston. Yeah, doing shows. Comics and other kind of news, to be a post-war. Nowadays take place in post-war, post-war era. After the war ended. The war ended.
Right.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Man. Yeah, Hotwire is one of my favorite Transformers characters.
Who is?
Hotwire, Transformers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the 86 movie, the fans didn't like him because they claimed he killed Optimus Prime. No, he didn't. In the movie, it's because of Optimus Prime's honor, and also Megatron being a sneaky backstabber that killed Optimus Prime.
You say he was a sneaky.
Yeah,
Who was it again?
Megatron.
I'm sorry. Right,
Megatron. Yes. Also, there was Galvatron, Megatron's upgrade form. Yes, his upgrade form.
Yeah.
Yeah. and one of the most well-known hells of Unicorn.
No, sorry about that.
Hells of Unicorn.
There was a unicorn in Transformers. When was there a unicorn in Transformers?
Yeah, Hells of Unicorn.
Okay.
Hells of Unicorn. There's a Cybertron that's near dead or building up very pretty badly, falling in space, and then meet with Unicorn. And you know what happened next?
What happened, man?
Wait, the Cybertron will make a Falsian deal with Unicorn. Yes, a Falsian deal.
Nice. All right, hey man. Looks like we're about to take a quick break on the show. It was great chatting with you. I know you've been watching a lot of the content, and I do appreciate it. So I appreciate you calling in, man. Would love to talk to you again. We're gonna take a quick break, real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the call. All right.
Sure. Wait, I will go to sleep in a few minutes. Okay.
All right, sounds good, my dude. I'll talk to you again in another time. All right.
All right. Bye.
All right. See ya. Alrighty, folks, and that was our first call from the oh so kind Yuya. That was his screen name there on Discord. It goes by Leroy here on the channel. By all means, if you want to call in as well, you can whenever you would like. Just again, you've got to just join the Discord and let me know, like, hey, I want to be on the show. You know, tell me what you want to talk about, and we'll sit there and we'll talk about it. Like I said, we are going to take a quick break real quick so that I can use the restroom. So with that being said, this has been Late Night Toast, and we will be right back. Alrighty, folks, and we are back with the Late Night Toast. There we go. Alrighty. Well, should probably hide that. Like I said, Discord is always open. If you want to call in, feel free to do so. We are taking calls and chats, and we're watching scary ghost videos. with that being said, we're going to continue with this one. And like I said, that's a mannequin. Nothing more, nothing less.
Ma'am,
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
do you need help?
She's probably got like dementia or something. Or just likes being weird. That was more unsettling than I had thought it was going to be, though.
Do you need help?
As he asks her if she needs any help, she looks away from him and seemingly continues to stare off into the distance. Frightened, Franco announces that he is leaving the area and continues to walk around somewhere else. Then he begins to wonder whether or not he should call the police, as he is understandably shaken by what he just saw in front of him. It would have been interesting to see what the lady was looking at, as she could have been staring at something creepy off into the distance. Or it could just be a lady who is lost and confused and does not know where she is. Whatever the explanation is, there's no denying that this is a highly creepy piece of footage.
That is definitely
On February
not a
4th,
comforting view.
2020, a YouTuber named DaddyYo910 uploaded a video to his channel which showcases him recording something outside of his house that has been freaking him out for the past little while. He explains that the figure he has been seeing outside has bright white glowing eyes and has been making some disturbing noises for the past several hours. He says he does not know whether or not it is just some bizarre type of bird or something far more sinister. Let's have a look and see for ourselves.
Yeah, what the is that? Y'all, there's something outside my window in the trees with some bright ass eyes. I can't really tell what it is, but it's been making noise for the last couple of hours.
That's some kind of wild animal right there.
What is that? Keep poking his head out back and forth. Though. What the is going on, bro? That shit look what the
Many people who have seen this video believe that DaddyYo910 ended up filming authentic footage of the rake right outside of his home. For those who are
Authentic footage of the internet creepypasta creature, the rake. He got authentic footage of it. That's exactly what it was. I love it. I love that that's where the first jump was to.
Unaware, the rake is a creature believed to be humanoid in appearance, with several references in folklore and horrific urban legends, originally appearing on the internet as a creepypasta. The creature reportedly attacks humans for unknown reasons and often causes its victims great psychological trauma. DaddyYo910 has uploaded recently after publishing this video, meaning that he's still alive and well, but even still, perhaps he should look into moving in case this terrifying creature comes back to haunt him.
It's not the rake, that's probably just some dying animal. That is all that can be, is a dying animal.
This highly unnerving video was published to the popular High Strangeness subreddit, which essentially specializes in hosting videos of some genuinely strange things caught on camera. The video in question was filmed on May 7th, 2020 at 10:30 PM and shows something rather fascinating yet unsettling. Take a good look at the water and just wait for it.
Okay, that was weird. That's odd. I think this weird graininess of it does not help. It could just be something from like a submarine or something like that, though.
A submerged object can be shown shooting straight out of the ocean in this video from Encinitas, California. Tons of people who have watched this video have been left totally baffled by it. What is this strange object that was in the video, and how did it fly right out of the ocean?
See, my first thought is because it was Encinitas, California. Where is Encinitas, California? Let's see, like where's Encinitas? Yeah, so that's north of San Diego, and yeah, there is a naval base out there. So my first thought is, well, it could be a submarine doing some kind of training thing, but I don't think they would do it close to like civilian population. Hi, how's it going? And welcome to the show. So I don't really know what that could be. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Late Night Toast, where we watch scary videos and we take callers to let them talk about anything and everything they want to get their chat or off their chest. If they want to join the Discord and call us in. If not, then we're just going to continue riding on through these scary videos and just talk about them as they come out. I don't know what that could be, because again, my first thought is it's a submarine.
There are a lot of
but
confused internet browsers out there who have since been trying their best to make sense of this extremely weird piece of footage. But it seems as if nobody's quite sure how to piece this whole thing together. One commenter says that this could be a military drone launched from a pod that was released from a submarine. Another person said it could be a submarine-launched cruise missile. But this is just speculative. Most people seem to believe it to be something more unexplainable. It's likely that it's going to stay a mystery for a good long while. Alex's Paranormal TV is a YouTube channel that uploads weekly content of Alex and his friends as they go hunting for paranormal activity in various abandoned buildings and creepy environments. Typically, the videos on the channel are over half an hour in length.
We're doing good, man. How are you doing there? See, and I wish, like, part of me wishes I had friends that would want to go do ghost hunting, but at the same time, I don't want to go and do something like ghost hunting, and I don't know. So quick little story for you all. So if those of you that have been watching, been watching for a while, might know I spent some time in the military. My first duty station was in Washington State. I was about an hour away from Seattle, on the west side, from west of Seattle. And so I was there. I had a buddy. His name was Parker. I love him to death. He's one of my best friends. He's one of my closest friends. I would do anything for this man. He is also, however, one of the dumbest people I've ever met. He knows I think that. I regularly tell him that. I love him to death, but he's not the smartest. Well, one year while we were up there, we were looking for something to do for Halloween. And we found out that east of Seattle, there was an abandoned asylum. And so we thought it would be cool to do some urban exploration there. Now, I thought, go out during the day and explore it during the day when there's daylight and there's sunlight and we can see everything. That's my thought with what was going to go on during this during this little excursion. Excuse me. And as we're planning it, Parker hits me with we'll go at like 3 a.m. and I'll bring my Ouija board and we'll summon ghosts and all that. And I sat there and I was like, no, just no. Have you seen any horror movie ever made ever? That is how it starts. And his response was, and I kid you not, it's fine, dude. I'll just bring my baseball bat. Worst we're gonna run into is some Satanist or homeless people, and I'll bring my bat. It'll be fine. It's like, no, dog. That's not how that works. I'm not doing that. And so part of me thinks it would be fun to go do something like this, but at the same time, I sit there and I go no to things like that because I've seen enough horror movies to know you don't go and do things like that.
Which means that a lot can happen in that time frame. In a video published on August 30th, 2019, Alex and his friend record themselves as they walk through an incredibly old abandoned building. Throughout the video, the two seemingly do not find anything out of the ordinary, except for old tables and piles of rubble. However, about halfway through the video, Alex attempts to make contact with spirits that could be living in the building, saying, "Come and touch this thing in my hands," and proceeds to ask, "Do you want to help?" Come over and communicate with me. Alex's friend then thinks that he hears something in the building with them, and Alex proceeds to look around. It may be hard to spot on the first viewing, but while Alex is looking around, a shadow figure appears on the first.
What the hell is that? Like, I don't know if, like, he's already shown it, or, like, this is what he's talking about, but, like, what the hell is that? Just, like an umbrella? What, is that just the wall? I feel like that's what he's talking about, but I don't know.
Viewing, but while Alex is looking around, a shadow figure appears and walks
We
right
do.
behind him.
This is the second ever episode. I figured it's it's Halloween time. It's the scary time of year. Why not watch some scary videos? Kind of poke some fun at them. Just share the creepiness of them. If they're dissectable and they're you can kind of, I guess you could say, review them, talk about them. Why not? Just kind of give the 2 cents on, like, oh, this is how it could have been fake. This is how it's not. I'm a very firm believer in, I don't know if it's real or not, and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna fuck around and find out, basically. So that's kind of where my take with ghosts are. But I do think ghost videos are fun to watch.
In the background. It is also worth noting that the shadow figure seemingly disappears right after he walks out of frame.
Can we help you?
Oh, so that's your first problem right there. They're like British or something. And the entire country of England is just haunted.
Touch this thing in my hands. Found 2 objects for you to touch. If you want help, come over and communicate with me.
You hear that?
What's that?
Oh, yep. That was...
Don't know what that was.
You didn't see it? Yep. That guy right there. That thingy right there. That is... I don't know, because that... If that was put in, like, post and edit, like, they edit that in, it's very well done. It matches very well with the frame rate in the back and the video quality for, like, the background. But I don't know if I would consider that, like, what I would call that, I guess you could say.
Don't know what that was.
Hello, is someone here with us?
Turn it off, see if you can hear anything.
Hello?
I swear I heard something.
Actually, this is... Yeah, see, because that's... If it's fake, it's very well done. I will say that. But I don't know. I think it's too well done
actual
to
shadow
be...
figure attempting to harm the friends?
No.
Or is it just somebody walk?
No, that's... Yeah, no, that is just like a in-post 3D or like stock footage of like a shadow walking. That's what I gotta chalk that up as.
King around in the background. It seems we may never uncover the true answer. Magnus Madsen on TikTok has had an inkling for a while now that the house he lives in is haunted. Although he doesn't give a backstory on what made him think his house is haunted, he insists that it is, and says that nobody he knows believes him when he says his home is haunted. So he decided to record himself sleeping to prove something to his viewers. What he captured was indeed creepy.
See what's he find? What's he record in his sleep? Is it the orbs? I think it's just dust in the air. Part of me thinks he's gonna do something cheesy and like there's gonna be like a face that pops out in this corner, but I don't think that's gonna be it. What, a picture that... Wait, what happened? Everyone focus on this thing. This thing right here. The picture frame fell? That's not... Things just fall over all the time. Like, that just happens. If it's leaning at an angle, it's just going to slide over sometimes. It might just be... Like, you could have a slight earthquake, or just a fucking... The vehicle driving by shakes the house too much. Okay, that's a lot of moving.
The object near his bedroom door moving slowly into view and collapsing onto the floor certainly is quite creepy. It also helps that Maunus provided a real-world clock that shows the passing of time and confirms that none of this has been edited, further proving the authenticity of the clip. Maunus says that
I don't think having the clock proves the it wasn't edited. What I will say is, hang on, let me back up just a little bit to see if that thing was always there. Oh yeah, no, it was always there. But it's also that's not a clock. That's a timer. So I mean, that could just be, again, he could be fake sleeping. I mean, look, you can see he's got AirPods in. So there's nothing saying that he didn't have this timer going. Like, when did the timer first start? Okay, so he shows the timer at 42 minutes. So there's nothing saying that he couldn't have just. So for 2 minutes, he was laying down for 2 minutes before it started moving. There's nothing saying they couldn't have just had the timer going for 40 minutes before they decided to record. And he's got a buddy that's off over here because you can't see the full room. That's got it tied to a piece of string or something like that. And there's no audio, so you can't. And he's turned over, so you can't hear him say, "Okay, go ahead and start pulling it."
the object near his bedroom door moving slowly into view and
I think it also doesn't help. At least I don't know if this is the original uploader zooming in or if this is Sir Spooks zooming in on it. But the zooming in to highlight it moving and blocking, taking the camera out, or the timer out of view, does not help. That does not help with credibility to this. If anything, it just makes it worse.
Certainly is quite creepy. It also helps that Maunus provided a real-world clock that shows the passing of time and confirms that none of this has been edited, further proving that shows the passing. It also helps that Maunus provided
but
a real-world
it's
clock.
only moving again. That's a stopwatch. It's not a clock. And it's you can see it's happening in a few seconds. You can move that in a few seconds.
Edited, further proving the authenticity of the clip. Maunus says that he might make follow-up videos to this one in the future, so let's hope that he does. Or better yet, hopefully he moves into a house that's not haunted before it's too late.
I think that's
the following video was.
I think the fact that guy's entire TikTok became dedicated to proving his house is haunted, that screams fake to me.
Published to TikTok by an account named The Hammerly Family, and seems to showcase some simple yet genuinely creepy paranormal activity unfolding right inside this otherwise nice, peaceful home. In the video, we watch a man sitting down, relaxing with headphones on, perhaps playing a video game of some sort, while a young girl, presumably his daughter, can be seen and heard playing around him. However, it's only when the man in question turns his head around where he finally discovers that something weird is going on. Take a look and see for yourself.
He's not catching ball with you? Yeah. You need someone to play ball?
That's a genuine reaction. That is... That's good, simple fun for a ghost reaction. Just like, yeah, no, like the ghost is hungry. He just wants a snack. Man, maybe if you stocked his fridge with snack packs, he wouldn't be doing that to you.
As soon as the man stands up to go and investigate, the fridge door opens once more, and we then see him walk off before the video abruptly ends.
See, because my initial reaction with anything that comes with like cabinets opening, doors opening, closing, or anything like that is it's a string, right? Like there's some kind of string or fishing line attached to it. My disbelief with this and why I don't know how you could fake that. Fridge doors are harder to open than a normal door. And they are very, they got the suction to them. And you can't exactly, just shut a fridge door and not have the light on.
Many people in the comment section of the video believe that this man's documentation of this event is real. There's no clear...
That, and it didn't look like his fridge door has a handle on it for it to even tie string to. So I don't know.
Strings attached to the fridge door, and his reaction did seem quite authentic after all. So, what do you think? Is this legitimate footage of a paranormal entity opening up a fridge door, or is this some sort of a clever hoax? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below.
I think, again, my first reaction goes to, why is he recording? And it's weird that, because if you, like, he's not recording himself, so it's not like he's streaming. It's like he's recording to focus on the fridge. So that's, yeah, that kind of puts a red flag in, like, my mind. Actually, because it looks like that's a hole right there. And... Sorry, I just heard a noise. Hang on one sec. We're going to be right back, folks. Alrighty, and we are back. I heard a weird noise in my own apartment. Had to investigate that. It was nothing. But yeah, no. So yeah, because it's weird. Because my immediate reaction goes to why are you recording? Because it did not seem like he's recording himself. So it's not like he's streaming or anything like that. It's like it's a focus on the fridge, and I might be wrong. That looks like some kind of like washcloth on the door, with a hole in the wall right there. I don't know, maybe there is something tied to it and they got it open with that.
Is this legitimate footage of a paranormal entity opening up a fridge door, or is this some sort of a clever hoax? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below.
And if you're just joining us, welcome to the Late Night Toast, where we watch scary videos, have
Inside
conversations,
a hospital,
and we even let people join the Discord and call in to chat about really just about anything they want to chat about. So if that sounds like something that would tickle your fancy, make sure you join us live and call in. Why not? We'll have a lovely conversation.
Place in which many medical procedures commence, and is found in every hospital in the world. Although they can oftentimes be quite terrifying to be inside if you're being operated on, they are otherwise just rooms with tons of inside. Every hospital room is
I did not hear what this is about. I did not hear a setup.
Inside of a hospital, an operating room is a place in which many medical procedures commence, and is found in every hospital in the world. Although they can oftentimes be quite terrifying to be inside if you're being operated on, they are otherwise just rooms with tons of medical equipment and professionals in it. However, not all hospital operating rooms are the same. In this video from Tlawik, uploaded to YouTube by Agustin TR, we watch as a man films the inside of an operating room that has all of its lights switched off, and begins with the man panting heavily, almost as if he is terrified of something. In just a matter of seconds, however, we know exactly why he is so scared. Have a look.
Que escuché un ruido por aquí. No mames.
Again, why are you recording? Why are you there? And what made you decide, like, I'm gonna record this? Okay, the why are you there? That might just be a simple, he works at the hospital, he's a security guard or something like that. But why are you recording? What made you want to record?
No mames. Estoy solo aquí. ¿Este es el área de quirófano? Escucho allá música de un celular.
Within seconds, one of the tables in the room can be seen seemingly moving all by itself.
See, my first thought is like maybe like the wheels just came loose or something, but this one also, and like it's like a weirdly lopsided room, but this also has wheels and is not sliding. Strength. I don't know. I don't know, but that is weird. Because I also do not. It's ironic because I work in EMS. And I take people to the hospital for a living. I don't like hospitals though. I think they are very disturbing and unsettling to me, and I don't like operating rooms either. And this is a very dingy operating room. It almost looks like something out of a horror movie. So I understand his no mames, which is if you don't know, that's basically Spanish for just going nope. Just a flat out like nope.
Throughout the course of the rest of the video, the man proceeds to investigate the room further, but is unable to.
Why would you investigate further?
Find anything of interest, meaning he is left to ponder how in the world this ordinary table moved across the room without anybody else even in the room. To this day, the man in the video has absolutely no idea what could have caused this incident, and neither do viewers. It is just a good thing that this man did not encounter anything less friendly.
This is why I'm subscribed to Sir Spooks, and I love his like when he does these videos, because he'll do an enhanced video and he just ups the brightness, and it honestly makes it harder to fucking watch.
This next video was published to YouTube on March 25th, 2011 by a user named Sam, and despite featuring some blurry camera quality, is sure to send shivers all over your body. Throughout the duration of the video, the cameraman can be seen filming a strange looking creature which lay directly in front of him, while he also can be heard panicking about it at the same time.
That's a bear. That is a dead bear. That is all that is. That is a bear. Okay, it's not a dead bear. Oh no, that's a dude in a suit. That's all that is. That is a guy in a costume. Yeah, that is. Notice the front legs are much thinner than the hind legs. That is a guy. That is his friend in a suit. That is all this one is. I will say though, that is a very neat looking costume, but that is definitely just a guy in a costume.
Judging by his reaction, he has absolutely no idea what the strange creature is and is worried that it may cause him some harm. Thankfully, the video ends with the cameraman being okay in the end. In the title, he refers to the creature as a lobison, which is what he believes it to be. A lobison is the name of a monstrous creature from Guarani mythology. Being one of the 7 cursed children of Tao and Kirana, the lobison is one of the primary figures of legend in Guarani-speaking cultures today, such as Paraguay. Of the original myths of the Guarani people, the lobison is one of the few whose story has changed significantly in modern times. There are many pictures on the internet of supposed lobison creatures, and they all look eerily similar to the creature that was recorded in this video. So what do
That is a guy in a suit. It is creepy looking. It's an impressive costume, but that's a guy in a suit.
you think?
Because if it's this cursed demon creature of legend, like he says it is, he wouldn't have survived. I don't think he would have lived.
Did this unknown cameraman end up filming authentic footage of a lobison that night? Was this some other animal instead? Let me know what you think. A woman named Jen Berari uploaded the following video to her TikTok account earlier this year, with the ominous caption, "I sent my wife and daughter to the city. They are safe. I'm done." The caption makes it sound as if something is so terrifying where they live that Jen was forced to get her wife and daughter to safety before something deadly happened. Naturally, many viewers were curious, so they watched on. The video shows Jen walking around outside, seemingly investigating the area for something which for a while she cannot seem to find. But at around the 40-second mark, we get a good idea as to why Jen was so scared for her family's lives. Take a look.
Wow.
I will say, old looking cottage in the country, that place is haunted. There's something in there.
Baby, tell me I'm bugging.
Oh, whoa. Back up.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Baby, tell me I'm bugging.
Oh, you're bugging, honey. But I don't blame you for getting your family out of there. That is a nope. Hey, if you're watching, welcome to the show. This is Late Night Toast, where we watch creepy videos. We take in calls from everyone over on Discord, and we just have a fun time. That is... I don't know what to make of that.
Tell me I'm bugging.
It depends if it starts moving.
Alright.
Jen then puts on her best brave face and proceeds to enter the very attic where moments ago she saw the terror.
That's how you die. That is how the ghost gets you. That is how you end up on the back of a milk carton. That is how the horror movie starts, and your daughter will have to, is going to grow up without you, and is going to come back to this house looking to see what happened to you.
Terrifying figure standing inside through the window. She even threatens to shoot the figure at one point in the video if they do not leave. As she continues to walk around, all seems to be going well when all of a sudden, this happens.
Holy shit.
I think she just bumped into the box and scared herself. I think that's all that was.
She then proceeds to leave the house, still searching around for evidence of somebody or something being there, but she comes up completely empty. What in the world could possibly have been in her house? What happened before the video that led to her having to evacuate her family? We will probably never know these answers.
Well, I think a good question of that answer is let's look at her previous post on TikTok to see if there's anything about this. What was her thing on TikTok? All right, I'm gonna look this up on my phone, and I will let you know what I find, if anything. Nope, that is not TikTok. All right, J. Hang on, because I'm trying to see. Trying to find this exact video. What I will say is her channel seems to be consistent now of CCTV footage of the house. Hang on. All right, going through it. I'm looking for this, see if I can find this exact video. The good news is she was still able to do Santa stuff with her kids, I think. But yeah, no, her channel has, or her TikTok has definitely is now just full of paranormal stuff. But yeah, no, it's definitely, I'm seeing a lot of her TikToks are, it's a weird mix of hey, check out this, my home and everything like that, mixed with look at this creepy camera footage, and it looks like she got a dog. Yeah, she's got dogs to that aren't really doing anything about it. So yeah. Seems like weird, creepy stuff is all her channel. Her whole TikTok account now seems to be just about the weird stuff that goes on in her home. Let's look at her YouTube itself. 404 not found. Wait, what is her thing? Jay Barari. Well, let's look her up on YouTube and see what we find. Actually, her. So yeah, it's so a lot of these same videos. Or at least some the shorts. Let's look at the shorts. Yeah, some of these have the same thumbnails that were on the TikTok or on her TikTok. And it was a very similar thing where it was hey, look at just the beauty of the home and the property they have, with security camera footage, and that's just creepy. I don't know why you would have that in your house, but okay. And okay, merch sales. So yeah. Let's see. Myself. Yeah, so yeah, I mean it's the same thing that it was. A lot of this is also just what was on our TikTok.
It sounds as if something is so terrifying where they live that the user Shaolin Pop in this video posted to Reddit by the user Shaolin Popeye. We watched.
I have several questions about the mannequin and why that's there. First off, why would you put that in your home? Second off, yeah, why would you put that in your home? You have no right to complain about anything creepy happening in your home when you willingly put something like that in your home.
3 guys in what seems to be either a Zoom call, podcast, or live stream, as they can be seen smiling and talking with one another at the beginning of the clip. But in just a matter of seconds, these smiles quickly turn into unease. Let's have a look together and find out why.
The first 2 films are amazing.
I can already tell you, it's going to be the mannequin. The mannequin's going to do something weird.
So there we go. That is end of round number.
Told you.
3.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait, yep.
2 films are amazing.
So there we go. That is end of round number 3.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you guys just see that and hear that?
I heard like a bonk.
What? Did you not hear that noise?
I heard a bonk, yeah.
My suitcase just moved across the room by itself. Look, it's right there. That was not there a second ago.
Yeah.
If you listen very closely, you can hear a single banging noise that is seemingly coming from the one man's bedroom, as well as an object moving into view. But when he looks around the room to do a quick investigation, he doesn't see how it could have possibly happened.
Mate, the first 2 films are amazing.
So there we go. That is end of round number 3.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
That was weird. I wholeheartedly... well, I mean, it did move towards the mannequin. But you have a mannequin in your bedroom. You brought that on yourself.
Did you guys just see that and hear that?
I heard like a bonk.
He proceeds to ask his 2 other friends if they heard the noise as well, and they both confirm that they did. Sadly, even though this video is over 2 months old, there doesn't seem to be any updates regarding this particular situation, but let's cross our fingers that we get more to this story someday soon.
I think this video was just a fluke.
Lukia Roland uploaded this extremely blurry yet truly chilling piece of footage to YouTube on February 3rd, 2014 that is sure to send chills down your spine and make you pull the blankets over your head when you sleep tonight. In the video, we watch as 2 young children have fun and play around outside. However,
such a bold claim for the creepiness of this video. It's like, oh yeah, you're gonna sleep with a sheet over your head because of it.
Their fun is cut quite short as suddenly the man recording ends up spotting something terrifying in the distance that chills him to the core. Take a look and see.
No van a patear la penal, dale, patea, no. Casi, loco. Güey, Ñeri, espera. Hay algo allá, Ñeri. Hay algo, Ñeri. Oh, mira, mira, Guarda, Ñeri, hay algo, salí. Salí, Ñeri, salí, corre. Corre, Ñeri. Guarda.
But what did he see? Is it a wild dog? That could be like a wild dog or a wild pig or something like that.
The person who uploaded this video believes that the strange entity seen in the video is a pombero, a creature from Paraguay, but also in the mythology of the Mbia tribe of southern Brazil, and the Argentinian province of Misiones, and Chopombe, Don Pombero. It is a mythical humanoid creature of small stature in Guarani mythology. The legend, along with those of other mythological figures of the Guarani, is an important part of the culture of a region stretching from northeast Argentina northward through the whole of Paraguay and into southern Brazil. The Pombero is said to capture particularly ungrateful girls and force them to kiss him, and later force them to have sexual intercourse with him. Because of how terrifying this legendary creature is,
that is a truly dark creature to have in your mythology. Why would you make that a part of your mythology?
We can only hope that the creature spotted in this video is not a Pombero and is something far less creepy. But with the world we live in, anything is possible.
I'm going to make the bold claim that was like a wild boar or something like that. That was that was just an animal. It was not a Pombero.
This video was published to TikTok by a user known as The Myth Writer, and starts off with a woman zooming in on a house known as the Martin House, which is an allegedly haunted house located in Florida. According to legend, when the Martin family lived in the house in the early 1900s, they had daily servants. That is, until Martin discovered that his lovely wife was having an affair with one of the male servants. Some claim that in a fit of wrath, Martin hanged the young servant from a large oak tree near the lake, while also forcing his wife to watch the horrifying incident. Time passed, but the entire town was aware of his wife and servant, as well as the hanging. According to local gossip and word throughout the community, Martin couldn't handle it any longer since he knew they were all chatting about what happened. Maddened by this, he proceeded to hang his wife and children from the same oak tree before doing it to himself as well. The myth writer says that she was just simply driving by the place randomly when she suddenly noticed something incredibly chilling in the window when she looked at it, so she decided to pull out her phone and start recording. Take a good look at the window right here and see if you notice it.
Haunted, Panama City, Florida, my first book.
There is definitely someone there. You can. It looks like it might be like there's the head. There's like a shirt. It might also just be an end table with a lamp on it though, or that might just be a lamp.
And I'm just driving by randomly. They tell me you see what I'm seeing.
See, I'm not gonna lie though, because seeing this, just my first thought is if I owned, like, because I guarantee this is a privately owned home now, but like if I owned like a house or a business or a property that was known to be haunted, like it was popular amongst people to go ghost hunting, whether it be locally or nationally, I would intentionally just put something vague looking like this from the distance looks rather humanoid in a window, just to fuck with people. Like I would come in at random, like all random day, like all hours of the day and night, and just move it to like a random different window, just to fuck with people. And that's what that might be.
A child.
A strange, ghost-like
that might also just be a bust
child can be seen standing in the window eerily without any sort of explanation. Many
I don't think that's a child. I think that's a bust.
commenters also agree that they see the child standing there, and it has freaked many people out online. Could this be one of Martin's children who was hanged? Or is it simply what is known as pareidolia, where patterns seem to form a face even though there is none? Let's just hope that this woman never needs to venture inside of the Martin house for any reason, just in case she bumps into whoever this strange, creepy ghost child is.
I think it was a case of pareidolia.
An online web series called The Haunted Side focuses on Patrick and Sean, a duo that create episodes in which they document themselves traveling to various supposedly haunted locations and try to make contact with the dead, as well as exploring the area. On an episode revolving around the Eureka Opera House, located in Eureka, Nevada, The two experience quite a few creepy things during their visit. At about 8.
Okay, so I said earlier that your guaranteed haunted places in America are like your old churches, like off of like out in the middle of the country and all that. Your second most haunted places are like abandoned towns out in the Mojave, which I think Eureka is one of those places, because those places are fucking creepy. If you've never been out to the west coast of the United States, if you've never been out to the Mojave or to like these old, small abandoned towns out there, they are creepy. And if there is somewhere where there are demons and ghosts in America, if it's not like the old churches like out in the middle of the country on the East Coast, it's these abandoned towns out in the desert.
8 minutes in, Patrick begins to call out to the spirit of somebody named Joseph and asks it to come and talk to him, to which the spirit replies simply, no.
Joseph, if you're here, come and talk to us. We don't mean you any harm. Bro, did you hear that?
No.
I swear to God, dude. Oh my God, dude. Look at this. Dude.
I heard something above us. I just heard.
Right over where the camera was at, I heard somebody say, no.
Yeah?
I clear as day heard a voice and it said no.
I didn't hear shit.
Joseph, if you're here, come and talk to us. We don't mean you any harm.
A little bit later on, the men picked.
That was nothing. That was just a there was nothing there.
Up the words haze, touch, and thread on one of their devices, much to their confusion.
Wow.
Suddenly, one of the doors close to them slams shut, scaring them. The men replay the clip using a night vision camera, and it is clear that there are no strings of any kind used to slam the door shut, and it does indeed close all on its own.
Holy what the The door just shut.
The door just shut.
Yep. It's got the words haze, touch, and threat.
Oh, what the
You can't prove that there's no strings on the door from that. Yes, you can clearly see that there are no strings on the door. As one, you're blocking the the way the door doesn't open. One, the openings, like the way the door opens to, is blocked by both of their bodies and this drape, and then the other side of the door is blocked by this drape and the fucking wall. Yet you can clearly see there are no strings on it.
And threat.
Oh, what the
Just 3 minutes later, as the two are setting up another camera, yet another door slams on them, making them even more confused than they already were.
Probably.
Bro.
What was that?
I don't know. More doors?
Probably.
Bro.
What was that?
I don't know. More doors?
It takes a bit of time before something more sinister occurs, but 10 minutes later, when one of them spins around with the camera, out of the corner of your eye you can spot an eerie shadow figure move right past the camera and quickly vanish.
Okay, so this is still rolling? Yeah, okay. So you got the ovulus and you got the...
What the is that?
What? You see something?
Like, don't move. You didn't move. Don't move.
Okay.
Go right where you were.
Yeah.
Spin around every direction that you possibly can.
I was like here, and then I turned back towards you. This is still rolling? Yeah, okay.
Okay, so that's... The fact that they did try to recreate it does lead some credence to that for me, but it's also just like... I don't know. I just don't know. That might just be like the shadow.
Finally, a couple of minutes later, still exploring the area, Sean suddenly hears a door creaking open, only to slam shut mere seconds later. Confused and scared, Sean calls out Patrick's name, ensuring it was just him and not something evil, but Patrick does not reply. On another camera, Patrick is seen exploring another room and hears a female voice saying the word yes. These pieces of evidence are highly unnerving and will surely make even the biggest skeptics question what they just saw. A movie theater is supposed to be a fun place where you can sit.
I thought he was going to show the footage, but no, it's just stock footage. with with like this weird, creepy
and on
like VHS filter thing over it. Like it's stock footage. It's like fair to use stock footage. Also, this guy kind of looks like I completely forgot what his name was. Not Nightmine. Hang on, because it's gonna bother me. Scare Theater. This guy kind of looks like Scare Theater.
Unwind with an entertaining movie and forget all about your troubles for a couple of hours. But sometimes, as you're about to see, that's not always possible.
Why
a
is there the
TikTok user
VHS
known as
footage?
Resjux posted the following video to his
I like Reshiak's, I like that profile picture. It's just a funny picture.
account. He says that he works at this movie theater, and he says that he has to check all the theaters at night as well as check the doors. He also says that he has to check behind the theater curtains to make sure nobody's living back there. While walking back to the area he started filming at, he ends up capturing something genuinely creepy. Take a look at the window and you should be able to see it.
You know, no one's back here. And then you just go and... What the fuck?
Enhanced videos just... Maybe there's a guy in the projector booth. Maybe there's maybe his coworker's in there cleaning it.
The second video that the TikToker uploaded shows him investigating the room in which he saw the figure. Take a look and see everything unfold.
I just saw somebody up here, and it's the scariest shit I've ever seen, dude. Like, I was just down here, and I was back down there in that corner right there, and I literally just like can't. What the fuck?
Wait, what? I don't see anything. Oh, yeah. Real simple, that's his friend. That is faked with a friend. That is 100%, do not get me wrong. It startled me. That would creep anyone out. My fight or flight response would be triggered by that. But that's fake. That's just his buddy. This is a fake video.
There is a shadow figure behind the machine with the many bright yellow and green buttons in the back, which the uploader notices at the end of the video before it abruptly ends without warning. To this day, it is unknown as to what this figure was and why it was lurking around in this movie theater in the first place. The uploader says that he is contemplating quitting his job at this point, and who can...
If best case scenario, it's him and his friend making a fake video for online attention. That's like the ideal ending, best case, not creepy. Worst case scenario, it's a squatter. It's someone who had been living in the theater and was trying to hide.
Blame him. YouTuber Bushmaster076 says that at 2:43 p.m. on February 9th, 2020, he was inside of his house in Fairfield, Ohio, relaxing and was feeding his dog when the two of them suddenly started to hear some strange noises coming from somewhere close by outside. The noise must have been really loud in the home because Bushmaster says that he quickly ran outside to try to investigate the source. The uploader proceeds to head outside and start filming, and what he ends up capturing is definitely nothing short of eerie. Take a look and have a listen.
That's just a noise out in the woods. That might just be a dying animal. Yeah, that just sounds like a dying animal.
This kind of growling noise doesn't necessarily sound like it could have been coming from any ordinary animal, like a dog or a bear or something. In fact, Bushmaster has a theory that he may have captured audio evidence of Bigfoot in the Fairfield area, and judging by these creepy sounds, it doesn't seem like too far-fetched of a theory, but this could of course just have been a normal animal. As evidenced in the following video published to TikTok by username DinoNugget741, he definitely has quite a haunted house, or more particularly, a haunted basement. The video starts off with him walking down into the basement with his young son for some assistance in the investigation. As the pair head down further, they begin to hear some genuinely strange noises.
Okay, but like, why? Hang on. Why would you tie off the basement door though? Like, if you really think there's something demonic or like paranormal down there, why would you like lock yourself in with it?
It's down here. You smell it? Oh, it smells like shit, bro. This way too. Stay close to me.
Dino then makes his way into one of the corners of the basement, walking quietly and carefully so as not to disturb any potential spirits that may be angry inhabiting his basement, when all of a sudden a string of terrifying events occur. Take a look.
Where's the sun?
Alright. We're gonna make a run for it. Just go.
That kid's based right there.
Shit. Hold on.
Ooh. Ooh, that.
Oh, shit, good. Oh, God. What? No.
The two pause to take a bit of a breather before heading right back into their investigation.
That oh, I'm so startled. Oh, I got goosebumps in my legs. I'm not gonna lie, that startled me. That scared me a little bit.
Pause ends up proving to be a bad idea.
Frank, there's nothing there. Stay by me. Stay right fucking behind me. This is a bad idea. Just chill out. Oh shit, it's still there. What the fuck are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? You got your phone?
No, I don't.
Even though what was captured was genuinely terrifying, it is quite remarkable how such a young kid was able to be so brave, because most kids of his age definitely wouldn't have been able to do what he did. Let's just hope.
I won't lie, if I was that kid, I would have been screaming and crying. I was also, I did not handle horror super well as a child though. And yeah, I don't.
That today, this family's house is not plagued with spirits, and they are all able to live a happy, peaceful life together.
It still more than likely is just like their buddy. Alright, next we have from Nukes Top 5, 10 scary ghost videos for toilet viewing. With that being said, we are going to take a quick break while I go and get something to drink and a little snacky snack. Alrighty, folks, and we are back with the Late Night Toast. If you are just joining us, this is the talk show where we watch scary videos. We enjoy a good little laugh about them, break them apart, kind of scare ourselves a little bit, and we take call-ins if you want to join the Discord and call in with just whatever you want to talk about. That is an option as well. Now, as always, we love a good scary story here. We enjoy having chats about them, and that's what we're all about. Funnily enough, so just stepped away to get a cup of coffee and everything like that. As I'm walking back, I heard the music from basically like I played during when I step away for, like I was hearing it and I sat there for a second. I was like, is that an ice cream truck? Is there an ice cream truck going around at 9:20 at night right now? Ugh, excuse me. And kind of gave myself the heebie-jeebies there a little bit because that would have been a little weird, but thankfully it wasn't. And we're going to continue with the show with Nukes Top 5 10 Scary Ghost Videos for Toilet Viewing.
The voice from the bushes. Doneen Bull Davis, who lives on the Louis Bull Tribe Reserve in Alberta, Canada, is relaxing at home one evening with her family.
I have never watched a Nukes Top 5 video. That is not what I expected it to open with. I love the voice presentation though.
Suddenly, they begin to hear strange sounds coming from the dense thicket of bushes in their backyard, but they don't see anything there. What happens next is truly creepy. Doneen and her family all hear the same.
It's not funny because my cat is running around making noises right now. Well, that's also a little bit of an odd video right there. We're gonna lower the volume some just a wee bit though.
Spine-chilling sound of a raspy little voice coming from somewhere in their backyard. The voice just doesn't sound normal. And then things really start to get weird.
Oh, come out so I can see you. Come out. Come on.
That sounds like some kind of like weird Halloween prop animatronic thing. Also the way it says no I see you in the same pattern, like twice in a row. That's a little sketchy right there.
Come out. DJ. Come on up. Shut up. Come on. Hey, just go. What's wrong with you? Huh? What?
The creepy voice seems to mock the family, mimicking what they say and eerily laughing at them while hiding in the...
That is someone doing a voice and fucking with them. Because they got to be real close. Because it looks like they're like recording bushes that are pretty far away. Or like a tree line that's pretty far away. So that's what I'm thinking is this is like a bush line like right up against their porch. It's just someone on the other side of that bush, just kind of doing a little voicey voice.
Mock the family, mimicking what they say and eerily laughing at them while hiding in the bushes. But believe it or not, the situation takes an even more terrifying turn.
Come on out. Why not?
Boy's got Gollum vibing in his bush right now. Why have you not called the cops? See, that's the other thing with videos like this, because like if I heard this coming from my yard, my immediate thought is calling 911. Like if I'm at like a buddy's house and I hear something like this, and it's like, you know, my first reaction is like, if you have a firearm, go grab a firearm, right? And then call 911, because there's no reason why you shouldn't be doing those two things with dealing with something like this, unless it's a fake video. Like you're hearing something sound that creepy that close to your house, you're able to have a conversation with it, and you don't know what it is. Why have you not called the police? Why have you not called for a fire truck? Why have you not called for any kind of emergency assistance? Why have you not grabbed something to defend yourself from it? And you're thinking, oh, well, you know, like, best case scenario, it's not going to do anything to you. It doesn't matter. It's better to have it and not need it.
Yeah, come on out. Come on. Come on out. Yeah, let's leave. Let's go grab that gun.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Someone said, like, go grab a gun.
No.
Whatever is hiding in the bushes now asks, wanna play? And with that, the family has now just had enough. They call the local police to their house, and Doneen shows them the footage that she has recorded. The officers scout through the bushes, looking for the threatening stranger. One of the officers also hears the raspy little voice mocking him. But even though he says the voice sounds right next to him, he says he didn't see anyone.
My cat is just going bonkers right now. Mishka, what's the deal? What is it? Cats go wild for some reason.
In the bushes. Doneen says that to this day, this disturbing event remains unexplained.
I'm shocked it took them that long to call the police, but it is good rationale that, okay, well, they did call the cops and everything like that. I think that was just someone messing with them. There was nothing terrible about that. That was just someone, like, playing a joke on them.
And many video commenters believe that this could be some kind of creature roaming the Louis Bull Tribe Reserve. But what do you think this creepy voice could be? Hiding among the graves. Nukes Top 5 viewer Savannah Escoto says that she had a very strange experience when she took her 4-year-old daughter Isabella to visit her brother's grave at the San Fernando Cemetery in San Antonio, Texas.
What is it? Come here. Why don't you want to go sit down over there?
I'm scared.
You're scared of what?
What this girl shadow?
What girl shadow?
What's that?
Look, kids just say creepy things. That's all I have to say about this.
Behind the tree?
Yeah.
Little Isabella says that she sees, quote, a girl shadow behind a tree in the cemetery and comes hurrying back to her mom. When Savannah turns her camera toward the tree, she catches what appears to be a face from behind the tree.
That's pareidolia.
The face seems to be translucent, as cars passing on the road behind can be seen right through it.
That is a case of pareidolia.
So is this the girl shadow that little Isabella was afraid of? Her mom Savannah isn't sure what to think of this creepy experience, and she has no idea who or what this is.
It's pareidolia.
Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Prized possession. This next creepy video was shared on the popular Spanish language podcast Paranormal by guest and paranormal investigator Antonio Zamudio. On the podcast, Antonio tells the story of Augusto, an 11-year-old boy who started behaving very oddly after buying a strange-looking doll at a garage sale. The little boy became obsessed with the toy, staying up all night and talking to the little doll. After hearing unexplained voices in their house, Augusto's mother had had enough. She threw the doll away. But the doll mysteriously reappeared 3 days later at their home, lying at the foot of Augusto's bed. Paranormal investigator Antonio sets out to help the family and install several static cameras throughout the home. The doll is placed in the hallway just outside the little boy's bedroom as he goes to sleep. The static camera recording the hallway.
Oh, well, that's a shocking thing to just fast forward into.
Soon after the boy falls asleep, the doll begins to move and then seems to actually run to the 11-year-old's bedroom. Antonio and the family are shocked when they watch the footage. The investigator decides to take the doll from the family and has kept it locked away at his home ever since.
It is a creepy
doll.
Could
the doll be possessed by a spirit? Or just what do you think happened here? Let me know.
I think you got pulled by a string.
Unstable. This next strange video was recorded by a CCTV camera in a horse stable, but the location of the stable and the original source of the footage are unknown. The video shows a horse in its stall, relaxed and peaceful. But around 2:39 a.m., there's an odd dark flash across the CCTV camera, and then all hell breaks loose.
Your little thud. Like that horse just said, "Nah, dog, I'm out," and fucking broke through. I didn't even see, like, normally it's super obvious, like, whatever sets these, like, videos off. I didn't even see what scared the ghost or horse. Like, it was like that horse just said, like, "Nah, dog, I'm tired of being in this box," and left.
Something unknown disturbs the horse so much that it panics and actually breaks right through its stall. But that's not all, because as the horse roams loose in the stable, what happens next is truly bizarre.
That horse is just having a bad trip. It's... There comes a point where you just gotta cut your losses with an animal. And I think you gotta cut your losses with that horse, bud. This is definitely one of the weirder things I've ever seen. He just wants to hang out with his friends. His friends aren't having it though. This is definitely a video that kind of makes me go like, what the hell?
At a different stall, disturbing one of the other horses as it kicks and makes panic noises. The horse then seems to angrily attempt to leap over into the other stall with that horse. The stable owner says that this incident is one of the weirdest things he's ever experienced with one of his horses. Now, this video
that's
was shared
weird.
to TikTok, and comments mention that the culprit might be Jen, as apparently it is said that Jens will often torment horses. And there was also that odd dark flicker in the camera footage. So, paranormal or not. Really, without a source, we'll never know what happened here. And maybe this horse just randomly lost its damn mind.
That horse definitely is just having a bad day.
Taxi driver Jarek from Baguio, Philippines is working the night shift when he spots a woman on the side of the road who needs a lift. What happens next is something he'll never forget.
What are we gonna get here? Creepy face. It's gonna be a weird face. There's also nothing back there.
Wala. Wala. Diyos ko po. Wala. Multa ata yung nasakay ko ah. Ay,
That was trippy.
Wala. Multo yung nasakay ko. Diyos ko. May sumakay kanina. May sumakay kanina. May sumakay kanina, pero bakit nawala?
No one was in the car to begin with, though.
Sabi. May sumakay kanina, wala.
There's nothing there.
We can see the taxi door open and close, and Jarek swears a woman wearing a long white and purple dress stepped into his taxi, requesting to be taken to Scout Barrio, a neighborhood in the city. After a short drive, he looks into his rearview mirror to discover that there's no woman in his car. She has disappeared.
That's pretty trippy, and his reaction seems rather genuine to me. But yeah, that's... I don't know. Because the thing that really sells me on this one is you could see if there was someone out there when he opened the door. But there was no one over there though. Unless they were crouched.
Looks around the back seat in startled disbelief. Jarek says he was tired and never got a good look at the woman's face, but he's certain a woman got in his car. So could it be that Jarek gave a taxi ride to a spirit? Or just what do you think was happening here? The thing in the caves. Nukes Top 5 viewer Raul Garcia Ogando reached out to me about something that his son caught on camera while exploring an old mine in El Paso, Texas. Did you see it? As Raul's son pans the camera, someone or something can be seen hiding in the darkness of the cave. Raul explains in his email that he didn't see anything at the time.
That's pareidolia. That is a rock. That is all that is. That is a rock looking like a person. Because that caught me off guard for a second.
Notice the figure until they look back at their videos later. So what is this? Let me know
That is definitely just a rock.
Mystery in the Mirror in Morocco. Nukes top 5 viewer Carlo reached out to me about a strange video recorded by his sister Grace during a trip to Morocco. Grace and her husband are at the Riyadh Laroussa Hotel in Fez, Morocco. Grace decides to take a video of the beautiful 17th century palace-style interior. What happens next is truly bizarre.
This is the door going inside. And then this is going outside.
This is a fancy looking building.
We're now heading to the... Oh, there it is. Oh, sorry.
Oh, what the hell?
A man appears out of nowhere, startling Grace so much that she apologizes for almost walking into him.
Oh, there it is.
That might have been like a weirdly edited thing. Like that's all I can think. Is it was just like it was basically 2 cuts of it, of like them walking through it, and like one of them being her like basically, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like one recording of them like accidentally walking into this guy, and then they re-recorded them walking through it. That's like my first thought with this.
Sorry.
Now here's where it gets weird. When taking a closer look at the footage, Grace and her husband can clearly be seen in the reflection of a mirror hanging on the wall in front of them. But there's no man. Then in a split second, the man appears right in front of her, standing quietly. Grace then turns
It is also weird that like his face looked like weirdly formed.
Towards the exit, and we see her reflection again in a different wall mirror. But again, the standing man is not there. She turns around and the man is gone. Now finally, perhaps this is just normal camera blur, but when taking a close look at the man's face in the video, something just doesn't look quite right. But you decide on this. So did Grace capture a paranormal event on camera? Could this be a so-called glitch in the Matrix? Either way, let me know what you think.
Oh, there it is.
Again, warranty. Popular Jordanian paranormal investigator Hassan Barbar is exploring an abandoned location somewhere in the middle of nowhere, when suddenly he hears the sound of his car alarm going off in the distance.
سيارتي بتزمر بسم الله الرحمن.
Car alarms go. One, first off, I love Middle Eastern ghost hunters. They are just built different. Like if you think that American and like Western European, Canadian, whatever, ghost hunters are great. Look into Middle Eastern ghost hunters. They are just built different. I don't know how else to put it. These guys are fucking animals. I love them. Because their first thing is they start praying, and then they start getting violently loud about it all. And I love it. It did not cross my mind when it said Jordanian. I was like, oh yeah, Jordan's, it's a country of Jordans in the Middle East, but I love these guys. They are fantastic. Like you want to talk about like showmanship? It's these guys, and this can be very simple. A key fob. He's pushing the button on his key fob.
Now obviously Hassan wants to know what triggered the car alarm, and he heads back to check it out. What happens next was all captured live on Snapchat.
That's the other thing I love about these guys, is because there are a lot of Middle Eastern ghost hunters who do Snapchats. They do live, you know, they I wouldn't say live stream, but like they live snap themselves doing their investigations and shit. And they are always a show.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله أنا خايف أكون ورا السيارة ويهجم علي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
It also could just kind of like adds like the, because obviously, you know, here in the West, we, you know, dudes will go out to like an abandoned building, get a bunch of B-roll and, you know, record it and give you the story and, you know, with the EVPs and everything like that. And it makes it harder to make it genuine and believable. These guys just going out and live recording it makes it genuine and believable though.
بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم.
Oh, that scared me.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق.
That gave me the heebie-jeebies. I ain't gonna lie to you. But hey, here we love a good spook, a good scare, a good little startling.
بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله.
Something jumps out at Hassan, absolutely scaring the shit out of him. He eventually regains his composure, but when he looks around the car, he finds nothing and no one.
You can see there were footprints. You can see footprints in the sand.
Unfortunately for Hassan, this isn't the end.
بس يا رب هو يكون. طب خليني السيارة تشتغل يعني. ايه؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء. Hey!
This man's car just got stolen by a ghost. I mean, come on. Okay, Middle Eastern ghost hunters. And he doesn't just sit there and start. He goes after the car. Middle Eastern ghosts and Middle Eastern ghost hunters are like the pinnacle of paranormal content. And I love it.
في طبع عدين اخوانا وكلبه وما بعرف. بسم الله. السيارة شغالة يا اخوان. لا اله الا الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Hassan's car seems to just drive away on its.
Notice though, like he doesn't show inside the car. He just shows the side of it.
Own, eventually coming to a stop a little way down the road. Hassan is shocked by the bizarre experience as he once again finds no one in or around his car. The investigator has had enough. He ends his live stream and drives home, presumably wanting to be sure that his car doesn't just drive home without him. So did Hassan capture creepy Jinn activity live on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. The Old Sacred Heart. Restaurant employee Nikki works at Ozone Pizza, located in the old abandoned and restored Sacred Heart Hospital in Pensacola, Florida. The hospital was built way back in 1915, and except for the pizza restaurant, the large structure is mostly empty. It's said that the old hospital is haunted by former patients and the ghosts of nuns who worked there. It's 11:30 at night and Nikki decides to go on a walk around the hospital with his co-workers after their shift. That's when the group...
I'm not gonna lie, this reminds me, like, him talking about this place, and this is actually not that far from me. I kind of want to go check it out, see if their pizza's any good. But, so, like, I'm from, like, rural Kentucky, and there's actually a town near where I'm from that took their old jailhouse and converted it into a pizza place, just like this hospital. And it's supposedly haunted, and, you know, you can do ghost tours there. You can eat inside, like, a haunted prison cell and everything like that. And I think that's a really neat idea for a restaurant, because it's, especially if you already have good food, so you have clientele just from the good food, and then you have the what do you call it, you have the benefit of, you know, you get the paranormal people in there also, because you could do like, hey, look, come eat our really good food, and also maybe you see a ghost. It's also funny that both this place and the place from like back home, they're both pizza places. There's something about ghosts and pizza that just go together. I don't know what it is, but they just go together. I'm actually eating pizza right now.
Spot something very creepy.
Oh my God!
You see it? It had arms.
Bryson, that had arms.
No, those are arms.
Oh my God! Oh my God! It's a real person.
No, those are arms now. No, those are arms. No, those are arms. No, no. I don't care. Those are arms.
She has the gun hat on. I see it. That's f***ing arms.
That's a real thing. Like that's but like at the same time, like if the entire place is basically shut down except for like where their restaurant is, why is there an AC unit in there? Yeah. Hang on. So, well, what's in there now is the question. You know? Like, what is film North Florida? Like, what's in this building? Like, what is this building used for now aside from like maybe business. Like, what is all in here aside from directory? Here we go. Okay, well, it's just showing me the overview. Close on Sundays. Like what's like I can't find anything that says like what is no, this is still just showing me Sacred Heart Hospital in Pensacola. Like, is that like if all that is in this building is the pizza place, which it's seeming like that's what it is, why is there an AC unit in like the side of the building like that?
The building is completely empty, yet someone can be seen standing behind a window. The group freaks out and have no idea who or what it could be. Nicky and his friends believe that the creepy apparition might belong to one of the nuns who used to work in the hospital. And a close-up of their capture does indeed look up who used to work in the hospital.
It's that nun right there. That lady.
And a close-up of their capture does indeed look a bit like a thin woman who could be dressed in a nun's habit. But again, I ask, what do you think this is?
See,
you decide.
Because like from that zoom in,
And I ask,
like from this right here, that doesn't look like a person. That looks like a door frame and like something in the window.
What do you think?
But then that does look like a person, and you could see it move in the video.
Think this is?
Pensacola is also a weird city and a creepy city with a lot of weird, like, depressing history in it. So I'd say that's real.
The dark thing in the basement. TikTok user Will Graves is home alone when he starts to hear the disturbing sound of someone walking around in his basement. Now, Will believes his house to be haunted, so he starts recording and cautiously heads downstairs to check it out.
Okay, TikTok. So, my power is out at the moment in the basement. And I swear, I keep hearing someone walk. I don't know exactly what it is, but...
Like the foghorn for like the split-second shadow figure you saw.
It's kind of creepy.
It's kind of weird that you just got a bar stool just sitting in the corner like that.
Laundry room still has power, so that's good. But the rest of the basement's power is completely out, which is very strange. I'm not
That's a nice basement, though.
sure what that noise was, but I don't know. I'm home alone right now, so we'll see, I guess. Look out back. No, nothing back there. I don't know. There's been a lot of strange things happening. Figures, shadows. So, I don't know. Maybe some tips, advice would help out. I can't really see anything, but there's no one in here.
Did you see it? As Will walks downstairs into his basement, someone can be seen standing inside his bathtub, weirdly just facing the wall. When Will looks back into the bath,
that could very, very easily be faked with like his kid in the bathtub, and then like they sneak out like back upstairs, because you can tell like it's not, the floor is not pretty soft, pretty easy to walk through.
bathroom about 30 seconds later, the figure has completely disappeared. Will says that he's done several paranormal investigations at his local cemetery, and he believes something might have followed him home. But is it real, or is it all just...
Alrighty. Alright, so we've got a few more videos lined up. We're doing another show tomorrow night because, like I said, I'm going to be out of town next week, so we're getting this week's and next week's videos in, or well, shows in this week. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and call it tonight so that we can have a good show tomorrow. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Calling in if you called in. And join us tomorrow for another fun-filled episode where we watch more scary videos. I hope you have a good night. I hope you're doing all right. I love you. And I will see you